Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. Today's video is going to be my, well, not so monthly makeup haul for March 2023. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you're into eyeshadow palettes, S's and Catrice, and getting the use out of your makeup the way that I am, then today I have a video where I'm going to be chatting to you about some new in-bits, a little bit of PR, and some things I bought myself. And I'll make sure to have a full list of products in the description box down below. I may have forgotten to take a thing or two with me here to the couch to chat to you about it, but that will all be listed down below, and I'll also make sure to have any links in the description box with content that I have already made, because some of these things you will have already seen on the channel. And that's why I purchased them, because I was gonna create a video with it. So yeah, that's what I have in store for you today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Micah. It may be good to know that I have fair skin with a cool to neutral undertone, which greatly skews my makeup preferences. And because I've been buying, trying, and reviewing makeup for more than a decade, I also have some very strong favorites. So if you'd like to join the Snow Angel Club, all you need to do is click subscribe down below. This is my little bin of bits I have to show you. But before we get started, there's something else I need to show you, because this month over on the blog, I'm going to have a collaboration with this. This is the CurrentBody Skin Lid Light Therapy Mask. This was sent to me in PR, and they asked me if I could show it in my haul as well, and I was like, sure, I can. So what it is one of these LED face masks, and I don't know why, but I've been intrigued with these. And I was like, you know, if I can try this without having to pay for it, I might as well just give it a shot. So this is what the mask looked like. It has the LEDs on the other side. I've been trying it a few times for now, and I have to say I don't find it super comfortable on. So I still have to get used to it a little bit, but this will get a full review over on the blog in March. In the next couple of weeks, you can hear my full thoughts. I, as someone who has fairly sensitive skin, so when it comes to skincare, I always try to be very mindful of what I try. But this seems to be like a great thing if you have sensitive skin, but because it was light, I was like, I'm not sure that that's gonna work for my sensitive skin, and I'm still not fully convinced that it is the best thing ever, but it makes my skin feel really, really great the next day. So I usually try it on in the evening, and then I just lie on the bed and I just try to like meditate for 10 minutes, because it only runs for 10 minutes and then switches itself off. So it's been great so far. But I can't really speak to anything like long-term results or anything just yet. I need to try it a little bit longer for me to be able to really, you know, give my full lowdown on it. So that's the CurrentBody LED face mask. And then the surprise of the entire month happened when I got a message from Beckham Beauty asking me if I could send them my wish list and if they could send me some bits. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I sent them my wish list expecting to receive like one or two things, and then they sent me everything. So I was like unwrapping the package with shaking hands. So let me show you what bits I got. These will be making an appearance in upcoming reviews for sure. I got one of their eyeshadow palettes, which has really stunning packaging. This is in the shade Tuxedo. We all know I love my cool tones, so it's no surprise I wanted to try that. I requested one of their other lid lusters. This is a product I tried in Mink, and I absolutely adored it. And at the time, I couldn't really choose between Mink and Onyx, and so I requested Onyx this time round. It has the same lovely texture, and it looks more black on the website, but now that I have it, it seems more like a charcoal kind of shade with like lots of sparkles. It's really pretty. I think it's a great smoky eye shade. And then I got one of their most iconic products, which at the time when I picked up two products from their store in London, because I bought those products myself first, and I'm sure that they saw my review and were like, hey, can we send you something? I think that's what must have happened. And I was eyeing up the eyeliners, but I'm not much of an eyeliner girl. But this is their hero product. Like, if there's one product that a lot of people say is the best from Beckham Beauty, it's the Kajal eyeliners. So I have one of their like jewel liners. This is in Sequin green, which is, ooh, of course, I'm always screwing up and taking the wrong thing off, but that's what the tip looks like. It's this really nice sparkling, like cocky green shade. It's so pretty. I have Sea Gray, which is actually the one when it launched and they showed this on their Instagram, I knew I wanted to have it. It's like a grayish silver, but really pretty. It's like, you know, the foam on a wave. That's the color that it reminds me of. Is this on? Yes, it's on. And then I have their Navy Noir shade. And this is like a really nice dark navy. I love navy eyeliners. That's like my favorite thing. Like if I want to go eyeliners, I go navy. And they also send me one of their sharpeners with it because you get a sharpener when you buy one. Then I wanted to try some lip products by them as well. So I got a lip gloss in the shade Fizz, which is just, you know, it's a mauve tone. I love it. Then I also have their Bitten Lip Tint in the shade Bisou. And this looks super intense on the applicator. But I already swatched it and it didn't look that intense once I put it on the back of my hand anyways. And then I wanted to try some of their lipsticks. So I have the Posh lipstick in Jump, Pop, and Alter Ego. So this is Alter Ego. It's like a red. And then Jump is this really nice mauve. They do some really stunning shades. And then the shade Pop. Oh, Pop is the red. And then the Alter Ego shade is more like a fuchsia. Yes, it's more like a brighter fuchsia. I always mix them up. I'm not that well acquainted with these yet. I just gave them a swatch and that's it. I still need to play with these. So in the next couple of months, you can expect me to roll these into Shop My Stashes for reviews. And if you want me to try, for instance, those 5 lip products in a lip product review video, then let me know. Because I could definitely do that. But then I would like to try some other shades as well. So I may have to then place an order to get like 8 to 10 products. But I already have 5 to start, so that's a good one. Then, of course, we had the new drop from Catrice. I bought all of these products myself. I just brought this eyeshadow palette up here to show you. I will have the link in the description box down below. I already did a first impression with all of the new products from what I could show you. There are some reviews up on the blog as well, and I already reviewed all of the lipsticks as well, which is another video that you can find if you go to the description box. So if you want to see what Catrice is out new for the spring-summer 2023 season, then that video is already live. Another video that's already live is with the new Essence products for spring-summer 2023. So those things launched really quickly after one another, and with the Essence one I had to like shop around for a bit to really be able to find them, but that's already up as well. And fairly recently I also already did a review with all of the new Essence lipstick products, which I wasn't able to try yet in that video. This eyeshadow palette, the Marrakesh, is going to pop up in my next eyeshadow palette review video, which I will be doing for you this month. And also one of the Catrice palettes is going to be in this month's eyeshadow palette review. So I'm currently working my way through trying these products out and posting reviews like sometimes once a week, once every 2 weeks over on the blog. I've got some videos that I'm doing this month and products that will be featured in other videos as well. So if you'd like to stay tuned for my thoughts on this palette as well as some more Catrice and other Essence bits. Another thing I've already done is again something that I've done a full face look with, and it's a bunch of e.l.f. products. So I realized I hadn't given e.l.f. a good shot since like 2020. Like that's like the last time I really tried them. And of course e.l.f. does a lot of these products that go viral and a lot of people are hyping them up. So I was like, let me try some. But it was really difficult for me to get my hands on some. Like I had a wish list on Douglas for some time and I couldn't really find it. And then I found out that elf.com, the official website, has a European warehouse in the UK. And they shipped to the Netherlands. And they had the Halo Glow and the Power Grip Primer that I have been meaning to try for more than a year. But I couldn't find them anywhere. But I'm holding up the eyeshadow palettes because the Celestial Winter eyeshadow palette was a little bit of a surprise to me. Actually, I could have created this look today with this palette, I'm sure. But this is a couple of singles that I'm playing around with for this month. So if you're wondering what's on my eyes, then stay tuned because in my next custom singles video, I will show you this look as well as some other looks I'm doing with my current like custom made singles eyeshadow palette. But yeah, this is really pretty. It was one of the standout products in the shade. I've also used the e.l.f. Putty bronzer and e.l.f. Putty blush on my cheeks today. So lots of L products, and a lot of it, there were quite a couple of products that weren't hyped up in that video that I liked more than the hyped up products. So there's that. And then the full face makeup look that I wanted to show you in March is going to be Makeup Revolution. Like e.l.f., I think I did these full face makeup looks a couple of years, quite close to one another as well. And so Makeup Revolution is another brand where I haven't tried anything that they've come out with new in recent years. So I was like, I need to try some Makeup Revolution again. So that's a full face makeup look you can expect me to do in the next couple of weeks. This is just the eyeshadow palette, and you can tell why. I swatched it and I wasn't super impressed, but there are a couple of products that I got now from Makeup Revolution and it made me go like, oh, Makeup Revolution, you're doing a pretty good job there. So I'm hoping that that will be a success. I don't know. And of course, I am still going to also be doing a full face of Dutch drugstore makeup brands. People have been sending me requests for brands to feature in that video, but Ellis Vaz, they're a Dutch fashion designer, but they're not a Dutch makeup brand. They're located in the US. We can't even buy the brand here. And I'm going to be focusing on drugstore makeup because that's the only thing we have here that is unique to the Netherlands. We only have a couple of drugstore brands, but anything that's like Sephora level, we don't have. We just have the same thing that's around everywhere else, only far fewer brands. Natasha Denona, not for sale here. Fenty Beauty, not for sale here. So there's very little that I can actually get my hands on. So yeah, I still want to do that. That's going to be April or May. And I realized I've never done a full face of NYX. So if you have any recommendations for NYX, I did pick up their Bear With Me concealer and I love their Born to Glow foundation. So those things are definitely going to go in there. But if there's anything from NYX that you would like to recommend, then let me know and I can try and see if I can source it. Because again, they seem to be better available online than they are in stores over here. And their stock has been very here. Like over here, all of the NYX stores have disappeared. And if you go into a store that does carry NYX, half the display is empty. So it's not been great. But I would like to try and see if I can source some products to do a full face of NYX. So leave me your recommendations down below. And then we get to palettes. I did a thing. I got some Lisa Eldridge eyeshadow products. I forgot to bring the liquid eyeshadow with me, so I now also own one of the liquid Lurex eyeshadows in Anais, but I did film a short with it when I did 31 days of one and done eyeshadows. I actually did feature it there, so I'll make sure to link that down below. So if you want to see a swatch and what it looks like going onto the eye, you can see that. But something I'm super excited for. I actually think that this is on the list for this month's makeup, like eyeshadow palette review. Some of the palettes I'm showing you today are going to be part of this month's eyeshadow palette review, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, my little planner is somewhere downstairs. So, but this is the Lisa Eldridge eyeshadow palette in Vega. Is this a surprise to anyone? I would like to try Sorcery as well. I would also like to try Myth, but I was like, I'll start small and try one thing first. The swatches on these were out like next level amazing. But I've tried several products from Lisa Eldridge and I haven't loved everything. So I don't want to be there, but like the packaging and the shade selection and the textures in here. For a 6 pan, it's really good. Plus, the pans are removable. We all know how much I prefer a removable pan. I just do. And then I knew I wanted to try more Gloss Gots. This was their limited edition eyeshadow palette for Christmas. I'm not sure if it's still available, but it's the Smoke and Mirrors. And something I want to do in April is actually an overview of, like I want to do an eyeshadow palette week again in April. And one of the things I want to do then is an overview of some recent cool toned eyeshadow palettes. So this is also going to go in an upcoming review video. And I thought this looked really, really stunning. Like very much up my street. So had to get that. And I bought it even before I tried the new neutrals. But just swatching that, I knew I was going to love it. And actually when I bought the new neutrals, I was also eyeing up the Dancing in the Sky. But that was out of stock. So when it came back in stock, I picked up this lovely number. It's an all green shimmer palette. All shimmer, all greens. But there seem to be some like multi-chromes in here. Like so many different textures. I can't wait to play this. This is definitely not going to be like a standalone palette for me, but it's definitely something a bit more special. And if you're in the EU, ooh, let me put it back in the sleeve. If you're in the EU, Glossgots is a Swedish indie brand. So for once, if you're in the European Union, you wouldn't have to pay for like outrageous custom fees if you do buy from them. I feel that they are roughly the same price point as like some other like US based indie brands. Their palettes are around like 36 euros, which is not too bad. And I did a thing. I did a thing because I was like, you know what? In recent years, I have realized how much I love Viseart. And then I did this. It all started with actually this one. I was just going to get this. This is the Lavande quad, and I found this on sale. It was like a third of the price off, so I think they were discontinuing it. And it has these lovely, very cool toned periwinkle lavender leaning shades. And I was like, I have the lilas. This together with the lilas will be stunning. Or with the Violette Étendue, which I also have. But then I was browsing the website. This was all Boozy Shop, by the way, which is a Dutch website. They do ship internationally, by the way. But you're going to have to pay the kind of prices I have to pay when I buy things from the US. So, in case you were wondering, a lot of people ask me for, where can I buy Catrice products? Boozy Shop will be able to see you through. But yes, you're going to have to pay the kind of pricing I have to pay if I buy something from the US. Just saying. But then I saw their other quads, like these are from this year's Christmas, so the Lila Deux and the Violetta. Like when I saw the promo pictures for this one, this is the Violetta, I knew, yes, need it in my life. And then, I mean, this is like the grungier version of the Lilas. That's more taupey, this is a bit more mauve leaning. And I was like, I need that. So... And the best part about Viseart is that the pans are removable, so now that I have a couple in the same size, I could start like making my own little custom quads. I'm kind of looking forward to doing that as well, but I first need to try these. Then one that had been on the wish list since forever. Like this was already on my wish list, like somewhere in the back of my brain. Back when all that Viseart did were those clear plastic, really big palettes that were 80 euros. Everybody remembers that period in time, but they're now doing those bigger, clear plastic packaging in these smaller, much more curated, lovely palettes. This is the Petite Cool Mattes. These three purples, this bluish gray, and then we get something that's like gray, but it seems to have a bit of a green undertone, and you get some browns, and I'm like, this is every color in terms of like a matte I would ever need. So I bought it because I don't know what I was doing. And then there's two bits that I completely missed. So now I'm following Viseart on Instagram because apparently not all of their releases are posted by like makeup news websites on there. They have a London and a San Francisco étoile. So I have the Paris étoile, which I love. And then I spotted these and I was like, oh, I mean, not the orange, but if you leave that out, like, yes, it's a bit more warm toned, but that teal and then that taupey, silvery, I like it. Not perfect, but I like it. And then they also did a London one. Like, we got the London skyline on here, so pretty. And then here, again, that like gold in the middle is kind of throwing you off, perhaps, but is it a green, is it a gold, or is it a bit of both? I love it. And then you get this like cranberry, like warmer purple sort of vibe. I was like, I think I'd like that too. It's a bit more glam. This is more like a holiday season kind of thing for me, or like I'm going to a party. But this, I'm gonna love. So I've decided these Viseart bits are gonna go onto the eyeshadow palette review pile for April. So in April, you're going to get a dedicated Viseart eyeshadow palette review for me because I've got 6 of them here. I know. So yeah, we're going to be doing that in April. I thought that would be fun. And then I think this one is also already on the list for this month to try it out. And it's the Vive 90s palette. A lot of people were saying, like, I would love for you to review this. And it was out of stock on Cult Beauty for such a long time. And then I spotted it again. and I snatched it up. I was placing an order there anyways, and this would get me free shipping. So I was like, okay, I might as well. I mean, the cool tones, man. I can't wait to play with this. It only has 3 shimmers though. A lot of mattes. So that has me a bit worried that I'm not gonna love it, but the swatches were very, very promising. Like in some of the swatches, the shimmers didn't look the best, and the mattes were super duper, like those looked best, but I was like, I think I might like these. I think I might like these. So yeah, the Vive 90s is going to be the final bit I wanted to show you. So yeah, that's all the bits I got in the past, well, this is like 3 months worth of shopping, you guys. Some of these things date back from like around Christmas time. But I didn't post a haul in February because the e.l.f. stuff and the Makeup Revolution stuff was a bit delayed in shipping, so I didn't have them yet. And I usually film everything a little bit in advance. Like this, I'm filming right the day before because it's vacation time. But very often I will film a haul like 2 weeks in advance. So I do need to have things in then. And then of course, all of a sudden, those Essence and Catrice bits just dropped. And I was like, okay, I'll get them. So that's what I ended up doing there as well. So yeah, those are all of the bits I wanted to show you. I have a couple of new bits coming in from Yes Style as we're speaking. I did already place the order, but I want to try some more K-Beauty eyeshadow palettes and also some of their like lip tints, because now I've tried those Essence ones and I've got the one from Victoria Beckham and I have one from Fenty Beauty. So I thought it was like time for like a lip tints showdown somehow. And it's a K-Beauty thing for sure. So I bought a couple of the OG ones and then some that just appealed to me. So we'll see, maybe I can already show you those bits in next month's video if I can do a haul then. If not, I may just skip the one for April again and show you everything in May. I'm sure nobody minds. Like maybe do these like once every 2 months and I have to show you. I can just show you a bit more. So yeah, those are all the bits I got. Thank you so very much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Thank you so very much for joining me. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more by me. I make several videos every single week, and March is going to be the declutter month. So if you want to see some makeup declutters, then definitely stay tuned. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.